Weeks ago, my husband and I got into an Uber, and the man started telling us a very, very deep story. I'm going to share the story with you. We do have his permission to share it, but it is truly the definition of everything is meant to happen and to trust in every single thing and action that you take in your life. This man was diagnosed with liver cancer, and he was dying. His wife was a kindergarten teacher. She took some time off of work to spend the last few months with her husband because there were no matches for him and he was slowly dying. One of her students in the kindergarten, a 5-year-old, asked the substitute teacher where the teacher was. The substitute said taking care of her husband. Why? Well, because her husband's dying of cancer. The little boy came home from school that day to his mom. They never went to church. He said, I would like to go to church this Sunday. And the mom said, why? The little boy told his mother the story about his teacher's husband who was passing away and dying of liver failure. So that Sunday, his mother took him to church. They went to church 3 weekends in a row. That mom wanted to continue to go to church. On the third weekend in church, she said, I'm going to go visit them at the hospital. They found out what hospital they were at. She goes into the hospital room. She just said that she, over the last 3 weeks of going to church, felt something that was compelling her to go to meet these people. She said, I want to get tested to see if I'm a match. Come to find out, they were a 99.9% match. Within a few days, they were in surgery. She was giving him a piece of her liver. Years down the road, they are all happy, healthy. Said he doesn't share that story often, but something about our presence just gave that off. And I don't know, we've had a few encounters where we hear some wild stories and people will stop us and be like, it's very interesting. It's crazy that the 5-year-old trusted in his intuition to ask questions, to go to church, to dig further. Like, he didn't know what the bigger picture was, but my dad always used to say that, to like trust in the journey and just trust the process, because there's always a bigger picture and all we see is like these tiny little dots and we don't realize what they're making up. It's wild that kids trust in their tuition, but us as adults, we have lost humanity, we've lost empathy, we've lost sympathy, we've lost respect. And you realize that, again, we're all part of a bigger picture. And there's desires on your plate for a reason, and I really believe God puts them there, and you have to trust in the process. If you hear something in your head over and over and over again, like, I belong here, I should do this, I shouldn't do this, lean into that. It can save you from a lot, and it can also leap you into a whole different life if we were to just trust our intuition. Love you guys so much.